Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, I wanted to talk about the secret dinosaur attack on the mainland that was supposed to take place in 1994. For those of you who don't know already, this video is going to be going into the details surrounding a recently canceled Jurassic World project called Regenesis. I've talked about this title before in the past, but I never really went into specific detail about what exactly the inciting incident was in that story. And since the stuff in here is really interesting and would have been really important Jurassic Park lore had it been completed, I wanted to go over it in heavy detail so that more people could be exposed to it. So Regenesis was kind of supposed to act as a mini bridge between the original Jurassic Park and its 1997 sequel, The Lost World. Taking place 1 year after the events of the first movie, it basically would have gone over InGen's assessment of the original island and what exactly was going on since they left it in 1993. At the beginning of this story, we start out at Yaco Beach in Costa Rica, where we follow a few people who've decided to go out for a swim. Unfortunately for them, these waters are now home to an invasive Baryonyx, who quickly kills the two of them while the other people in their group all run away in horror. What this eventually results in would be a lot of narrative framing in the press by InGen. The papers would read that the victims had been attacked by a crocodile, while the actual reports suggested otherwise. Since everyone had been drinking on the beach that night, the company was able to use their alcohol consumption to their advantage when it got involved with the authorities. Still, this dinosaur attack genuinely surprises InGen, since they had all been under the assumption that Isla Nublar's animals had long been dead. This was due to the fact that none of the dinosaurs had been supplied any lysine since Hammond and the others left. So an immediate cleanup assessment and operation would soon be underway in order to get to the bottom of what exactly was going on down there. The resulting mission would have been for Dr. Henry Wu and a small group of soldiers to make their way onto the island and gather as much information on backed up hard drives as possible. A full analyzation of what was going on during their leave from Nublar was expected, and the company wanted to make sure that the mistakes they'd run into during the days of Jurassic Park were well behind them. The famed ship from The Lost World, the SS Venture, makes a brief cameo appearance on standby, while a few men go over Alan Grant's assessment of the incident, which actually comes with a pretty great quote that reads, "If it's headlines you want, speak to Ian Malcolm. I have no further comments to give on the matter of the mistakes made on Isla Nublar, although your animals have found a method of breeding." InGen is revealed as having killed the Baryonyx in order to keep things hush-hush. They ferried the dinosaur's body back at dawn after assessing that it must have been taken out by a freak riptide in the island's waters, raising some serious safety questions about what could or couldn't be quarantined on that island. Now, unfortunately, all of this stuff is sadly not canon, and that's mainly due to the fact that it was canceled before it ever really got a chance to finish telling its story. Most of what happened during the 1994 cleanup was later adapted to the Dinosaur Protection Group website, but some of the information surrounding the dinosaurs has since changed and evolved over time, making this untold part of the Jurassic saga truly a hidden gem that I think a lot of people should check out, if anything, just for the fun of it. Now, the team that was actually behind this project are pretty good friends of mine, and I've kind of begged them time and time again to revisit it, but unfortunately, I can't really convince them to do anything without the public support of a lot of JP fans. And in order to rally that kind of support, I need a complete... Okay, I'll stop. One really cool thing that I thought I'd mention at the end of this video that you guys might get a serious kick out of is the fact that since Regenesis was canceled, Jack Anthony Ewens has actually been hard at work developing a completely independent dinosaur IP that was pretty heavily inspired by the work that those guys were doing on Regenesis. This new animated series is called Dino Defenders Extreme. It has absolutely no connection to Universal or Jurassic Park, but it does have dinosaurs and it does have a tone that is pretty consistent consistent with what a fan could expect from that franchise. I actually worked as a producer on Dino Defenders Extreme and helped Jack get some funding put together in order to tell this unique story that I personally think is turning out extremely well. So if you are really interested in seeing what those guys were doing with Regenesis and got disappointed by its cancellation, you should probably head over to Jack's channel at Terradome 3000 and check out the first couple of episodes that are up so far. If you love Jurassic Park, or if you just liked Regenesis in general, it will more than likely give you a pretty good smile. Now before I go, I'd like to thank all of my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd also like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. Guys, it seriously means the world to me that you've all continued to support me the way you do, and I never want you to ever forget that. Now I'd like to thank all of you for watching today's video, and hope you all enjoyed the content. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. I'll see you all in the next one, guys, and as always, take it easy.